We made it. Video 6. This is the finale of the 6-part mini-series. And of course, as with any finale, this is where the hero is... No, I'm kidding. This is where we're going to go through the things we've discussed. We're going to combine it all together and talk about how you can action it into your business straight after watching this video. So let's just talk quickly about the broken model we discussed in our very first video, and that was the business that's built around sales calls, cold outreach, DMs, the business that keeps you busy and keeps you doing a lot of shit you don't want to do. That is the old business model, and whether you run it on your own for 12 hours a day, constantly seesawing between having too much time on clients and too much time on acquisition and moving between the two, or whether you start to hire a team like I did and then you end up with lots of people, but then there's lots of complexity and lots of chaos, because ultimately, if you add more people to a broken business model, it's still a broken business model. The new way of doing things, as we've discussed, is a completely different way of viewing our business. We are not focusing everything on trying to get people on sales calls. We're focusing on our marketing activities, leveraged and compounding marketing activities that allow us to be able to onboard our dream clients without the need for sales calls. And we do that using our gravitational marketing methodology, utilizing the content trifecta, so that beautiful relationship between short form, long form, and email, working in symphony to bring in your perfect, ideal client, warm them up, nurture them, get them to know all about your values, understand what it's like to work with you, and get ready to make that purchasing decision. And then just as they're ready, we then give them an invitation to land instead of a sales call. And that can be behind the scenes, it can be an invitation to a workshop. There's loads of things we discussed in that specific video. Once that client has said, yes, I'm in, we then deliver our service in an amazingly personalized but scalable way, only now possible with the amazing strides that AI has been making. And it allows us to deliver our service in a one-to-one way, but actually scale this out to a lot more clients, giving them a better experience and giving you a better calendar. The outcome of all of this is what I personally am so passionate about, and that is a business that scales, that gives you good amounts of revenue, great profit, but most importantly, gives you the freedom in your world, the freedom for you to work when you want, how you want, with who you want. If you want to work 4 days a week, possible. You want to go on holiday for a month, possible. Because of this structure, it allows you to be in control of how you run your business. Now, 2 years ago, when I was running Fortis, my days were stacked with calls, stacked with fires to fight, team calls, client calls, calls with agencies and contractors. It was chaos. And now we can focus on the big tasks. We can focus on the things that really move the needle. I want to give you an example. So a client who we work with, he specifically helps people build their personal brands and generate leads on LinkedIn. Now, with him, at the beginning of the week, instead of chasing leads around the internet, he focuses on one idea. And let's say for him, that idea might be the content enemy, which is a common phrasing he uses when he's talking about creating LinkedIn content. Find the enemy and pit yourself against them, so on and so forth. He describes it way better than I will. And effectively, he has this big idea, creates a YouTube video, let's say it's 30 minutes long. That then also becomes a podcast. And from that YouTube video, we're able to select a handful of moments that are really impactful, and we turn those ideas into short form pieces of content. And then of course, when we send the email out or 2 emails out, we're somehow talking about this main topic. One of those emails might be an example of how it's worked for one of his clients. One of those might be a way to actually implement this into your business. The beauty is, it's not just about content creation, it's how those things are woven together. Because his YouTube video points people to the lead magnet. The lead magnet gets the email addresses. The email then goes and sends people to the short form or to the YouTube video. The short form sends people to YouTube and we go round and round. This is the beauty of this. The longer time someone's in your ecosystem, the more warmed up they're going to be. and the better this works. That, my friends, is the beauty of compounding. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to know the value of compounding. This is the marketing version of what would normally happen if you put money away and had a really, really great interest rate. This is the acquisition equivalent of compounding interest. Okay, so that's the new business model. That's how we weave all of it together. That's what your day looks like. That's what your week looks like. That is what your life can look like if you implement this. More revenue, more profit, more freedom, and my word, it's more fun to run. So if this sounds like the kind of business that you want to build, I've got an invitation for you, because we're opening our doors for a very small number of founders who are going to work with on a one-to-one basis in a very small community, where we install these systems into your business specifically for the type of business that you run, the type of service that you deliver. And our whole goal for this is getting some fantastic case studies where you can double, triple, quadruple your revenue, or even more than that, and work less hours. That is the goal for me. That's what we're doing. And because of that, the investment is modest. I've been doing this for 5 years. The investment to work with me on a one-to-one basis has never been this low, and it will never be this low again, which works out to about 2.3 Starbucks coffees a day. And it will not be this investment in 6 months' time or in 12 months' time. The reason it's this is because there's some skin in the game from you, which is important. And for us, our incentive is to get you a phenomenal result so we can use it as a case study. So it's quid pro quo. And if this is something that you're keen on, like I said, our goal is for case studies. So we're being very, very selective with who we work with. So your business must fit the criteria of something or someone that we believe can absolutely crush it. If you think that's you, click the link in the description, add your details in, we'll review your application, and if you're successful, I'll let you know exactly what the next steps are and exactly what the program will entail. So that's the 6th and final video of this edition. Thanks for sticking with us all the way through. If you'd like to apply to work with us, the application is in the description, and I'll see you on the inside.